You're listening to Sip and Grow the podcast, the show where we taste awesome, delicious wines while having unfiltered conversations about our passions, experiences, struggles, entrepreneurship, and life. My name is Nicole Di Pasquale, and I'm a wine enthusiast just trying to pursue her passions and dreams while taking you on the journey with me, one episode at a time. My ultimate goal is to not only bring you wine knowledge and value, but also inspire you to enjoy your process and journey in pursuing your passions and dreams. Because guess what? The person you become while enduring the process is more important. So sit back, grab a glass, and let's sip and grow together. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Sip and Grow the podcast with me, your host, Nicole Di Pasquale. As you can see, it's a little gloomy today. This entire weekend it's been raining, so I actually didn't have the pleasure of filming until the week. So now we're filming on a Monday today. But I was like, it was raining all weekend and I was like, damn it, I have wine that I want to drink, but I can't drink it because I got to film for the podcast. But today is a very special episode because I actually get to try a wine I've been wanting to try. It's a really well-known producer a very big producer in Italy, in the southern part of Italy, in the region called Campania. And this is actually from the province of Avellino, which way back when it used to be known as Irpinia, I believe. But now they call it the province of Avellino, which is where this wine is from. And specifically the vineyard and winery is located in the center part of the Campania region. I love wines from southern Italy, specifically the region Campania. It's a little bit different than the rest of the south of Italy just because the climate there, it has like a very unique territory. So they have think Mediterranean vibes mixed with like perfect rainy climate mixed with like mountain latitude soils, whatever, like mountain soils, Mediterranean vibes, and what was the other one? And like perfect rainy weather combination all mixed into one is like the perfect recipe for success when it comes to creating a wine, because ultimately you want your vines and grapes to have all the seasons in one. Like wherever you plant vines, the way for them to succeed is that you need to have a consistent 4 seasons, so that the vines can thrive in all the seasons, because it's necessary for them to have their winter, their summer, their spring, their fall, because they have a process of how they grow the grapes and how they rest, because they tend to rest during the winter time, and then they start preparing for the next year, depending on where you are in the world, of course, but depending on the climate, it's necessary for vines to have all 4 seasons for them to be able to consistently produce really good grapes, to make really great, delicious wine, which we all love that. We support the vines in their journey to success when it comes to having the best climate possible. So, one fun fact about this region is I actually have one of my favorite Italian wines ever. Is called Taurasi. Taurasi is actually located in Campania, in the Campania region. It's just, unfortunately, today I don't have a Taurasi to try, but I will bring it on an episode because it's honestly one of my favorite wines. But this one specifically the producer's name is called Feudi di San Gregorio, and then the grape varietal is called Falanghina. So Falanghina is, it's basically a white grape from southern Italy, located in the Campania region. And actually in this area, this is one of the most populated and biggest areas in southern Italy, actually, the region itself. And they also do grow a couple other grapes here, which I wrote them down. It's called, yeah, they grow Greco, Fiano, Falanghina, which is this one, and Aglianico, which, if you know Italian wines, Aglianico is also pretty popular. But in this region, they have, the vines are like over 200 years old. This producer was actually, they started in, I think it was 86. I wrote it down here somewhere because, let's see. Where is it? Yeah, it was founded in 1986 in the center region of in the center of Campania, the region. And what I really liked about this producer, so it's actually a really famous producer in Italy. And it's known for its cool like winery and vineyard because the creator basically loves art, and he wanted like a traditional contemporary feel to the label and the brand. So that's what they were going for when they created this label. And they actually collaborated with an artist. He's like an Italian artist that lived in New York for a while. He was born in Italy, but then he went to live in New York, and then he goes back and forth. But he basically came on board. His name is, I wrote it down, Massimo Vignelli. Massimo Vignelli is the guy who created basically this label for the brand, and they just love combining local artists or young artists with their wines. So they have like within their winery, they have like certain art pieces put up. They have certain collaborations with artists for specific like limited edition wines. So there's like a limited edition line of wines that another artist collaborated with them, and like his inspiration behind the bottle was like the tiaras that popes wear. So like the bottle looks kind of cool because it looks kind of like the 3 layers that you see on the crown of the pope is kind of how the bottle looks, but it's still shaped as a bottle. So I thought that was really cool that they combine art with wine, because they believe it's the same creative process to make art is the same creative process to make wine, which we love that. I've always said that. This is part of the reason why I love wine so much, because it's an art form in itself. And I'm excited to try this because it's like the Chablis of Italy. So Chablis is like, if you don't know what Chablis is like a very well-known white wine from France. And they say that this area of southern Italy produces like the top quality wines in the southern part of Italy. And this is supposed to be like the Chablis of Italy. So we're gonna test that theory out today, because we're gonna open this up and see what's up. No, not my notebook being soaked. It's because I had this in the fridge and it's like sweating, just like I'm sweating because it's humid. I've always wanted to try this producer, and I always knew it was popular because I see this guy everywhere. I see this producer in every wine store I've ever been in, and I don't know, the label always attracted me, and I was like, you know what, one day we're gonna try it. And today is that day. But I really hope this is, which I think, I don't remember what I read, but I think it is supposed to be like a heavier white wine, which tends to be my favorite type of white wine. But I usually like medium bodied ones. Not that light bodied white wines are bad, just my preference would be a medium bodied white wine. Immediately the cork is like that fake, not fake cork, but it's like more plastic than cork texture, which whatever, it's fine. The whole purpose of a cork is for it to block oxygen from coming in. So one of the reasons actually that a lot of corks are either like a mixed material of cork with something else, just because like 100% natural cork actually, since it's inconsistent in, like, if you were to use 100% natural cork, you won't consistently get a perfectly sealed cork. Like, there's gonna be, every cork is gonna be different, so there'll be different like air pockets in each cork, and that won't guarantee sealing the wine as good as like mixing other materials in with a cork. So I don't know what specific material this one's mixed in with, but for sure, just by like feeling it and looking at it, it's like one of those that is mixed with like a plasticky like situation, which I remember they told me the name one time, but I forgot, to be honest. I need to look that up. But let's go ahead and try this wine. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is... Okay, so immediately looking at it, it's like a very bright yellow, like a bright golden yellow. Ooh. I'm getting fresh pear notes, pineapple coming through strong, which, you know what that means. Well, it just means that's what I'm smelling, but we gotta taste it to make sure, to confirm that it's a highly acidic white wine, my favorite. It almost also has like a buttery, like it smells like almost kind of like buttery on the nose as well, so that's interesting. I hope it's like almost velvety on the texture, but we'll see. Let's taste it. Oh my god, this is delicious. So definitely big pear and pineapple notes on the taste as well. I'm almost getting to, it's very herbaceous, like heavy on the green fruits, like green fruit notes, and then also I can see like celery up in there, and what's the other one, even like fennel. I'm getting like hints of like fennel coming through as well, and then the texture is very like lightly velvety on the tongue, which is really nice because it's almost like soothing and comforting, and then it goes down. So I would definitely say it's a medium body white wine. It's more on the green herbal fruit notes, and it's a medium bodied green fruit notes, and I would say it's like, what would I rate this? It's definitely like my type of white wine. Like, I love the complexity to it because it's just like a bunch of different flavors all at once, but then it goes down really nicely, and it just leaves you almost salivating to drink more, which aka that's why it's more on the acidic side. So I would rate this an 8.9 out of 10. I think it's really, really good. The price point isn't bad at all. It's $18 at Total Wine. Wait, not at Total Wine. I'm lying. I got this it was an Italian market, and it was $18 at this Italian market called Doris. I believe Total Wine sells this, but I think it's a little more expensive at Total Wine. I'm gonna double check that, and I'll put the link definitely in the notes. If it's not at Total Wine, I'll find a link to put in the notes. But I believe it's actually cheaper where I got it than at Total Wine, if I'm not mistaken. But I definitely would give this a try. It's a 2021 vintage. I forgot to mention that. But if you like highly acidic white wines that are medium bodied, and they're like, this one's very fresh too, and just goes down really nicely and just leaves you wanting to drink more, then I would definitely go for this one. I really liked it. Definitely gonna be drinking more of it after this episode. And I think it would be paired really well with like fresh seafood, like scallops, even like, I would say like buttery plates. So like any type of pasta, like fresh pasta with a light sauce, like a white sauce, or even like a light buttery lemony situation. Anything that's like on the lighter side of things, I would definitely pair with this wine. And I feel like this is the perfect wine to be drinking in the summer, going into the fall, or like I would say spring, summer. It's like a spring summery drink. I would even drink it in the fall, but it's just because I would drink probably lots of different wines any time of the year. Like I drink red wine in the summer, but that's just because I'm a red wine lover. But yeah, let me know if you get to try this. Let me know if you like this. Let me know if you don't like it. And I think it's worth a try. I think it's honestly worth buying. But regardless, we're gonna keep on showing up. We're gonna keep coming on here and trying every single wine we find, because that is my mission, to give you the best deals ever. And on top of that, have you learn a little bit about each wine that we drink, because why not, you know? Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.